Nice thing about this game is that everything, like, the areas are, like, they're randomly, I don't know if they're randomly generated or if they're, like, just, or if that's the right thing to say, but they're, like, different every time. Alright, let's go talk to this old dude.
I thank you for your warning, but it has arrived too late. This alchemist has already come and gone, and it was all I could do to prevent him from entering the Enclave. As it was, many Esthelians were injured, and since the confrontation, several more have become ill. We are not sure what is causing it. After his assault failed here, the alchemist carried on southward toward the temple steps. Commander Vale and her vanquishers arrived a short while later and pursued him, hoping to prevent further damage. Commander Vale believes that the alchemist might attack the Wellspring Temple in an attempt to reach the Guardian of Water. For what nefarious purpose, I am afraid to speculate. There has been no word from either Vale or the Guardian. Scout the Wellspring Temple and determine if the Guardian of Water is in any danger.
Alright, so this is the Asterian Enclave and is the main hub area for the first act of the game. As far as I know, there are at least 3 acts in the game. I'm in Act 2 right now with my Ember Mage. But when looking up some stuff for the game, I went and ran across the number of, like, or someone talking about 3 acts. So as far as I know, there are at least 3 acts in the game, if not more. I really want this sword. We have 2 of these, so we can sell 1. See, we're getting a lot of... Oh, never mind. I was about to say we're getting a lot of armor that has stuff, but apparently not. I'm gonna keep a shield, just in case. And you want to hold on to these. Now, whoa.
I am at your
Did not mean to do that. I want this sword with 3 sockets. This is now our sword. And it might be a good idea to pick up a one-handed sword just in case for later on. And can I get this other one? I'm not too keen on buying other things. Let's see if I can find something else. That we might need. He doesn't sell rings, which is interesting. Alright, I think we're fine for now. Don't want to linger here too long. Talk to this guy. I'm gonna ignore all the text for the side quests. They're probably not important. At least for this beginning area. I apologize if that makes you mad. It's just I've gone through the beginning a ton. Alright, this sword is godly. Alright, well. So. Wow, okay, the biggest downfall of this class, or the most interesting thing that I think makes it somewhat balanced, is just that you don't have any mana, or that all of your skills burn through mana so fast. I can see how that might make things a bit more interesting, because either that or like either all of our skills are using a ton of mana, or we just don't have a whole lot. And that explains why you would want focus, which actually makes sense now. I did start off with so much. But we're gonna try and put 2 or 3 points into strength every level. The other I'll sort it through in a minute. I also, because I'm a bit OCD, I'm going to try and explore every corner of every area. Oh, there you go. Oh, and here's another side quest. She wants us to go in there. Alright, need to get out of this corner because... Oh, wow. Alright, yeah, we are... So this skill on my 3 button looks to be our main crowd control. Alright, yeah, that was actually pretty difficult. Alright, so I might have to do some grinding in this game. It's not something I've had to do in other play files, because I was playing on normal. But yeah, I'm eventually going to do an elite hardcore playthrough on here, or I hope to. Nothing written in stone, but I'd like to. This is just gradually working my way up. So, it seems like we're a bit of a glass cannon, which I'm perfectly fine with. Alright, we just gotta go and key. Usually those drop off like heroic monsters, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not gonna complain. Gotta beat these guys to get into that chest. Alright, we got some ghastly armor. If I can maybe get a moment's rest, I will equip it. Alright, ghastly shoulders. 5% chance to poison. That seems worth it. What level is this? Alright. So, I was seeing if we could maybe put a higher quality thing on there. And that Chaos Gem is completely useless to us, because it adds range to weapons. And oh, there's a golden chest for this area. Which we got that. Alright, I might have to use a crossbow on my other set. Because... guess there can't be much harm in that. Alright, I really need to apply these other points. I'm going full glass cannon, although I am trying to get our vitality up some. Hopefully now we can loop around to where we were before. Alright, I need to open my inventory and see what that was. Alright, I'm gonna have to check that in a minute because we're getting attacked. Alright, we can't loop back around without backtracking. So, that isn't good. I'm gonna move the microphone back up to me, because now I am not typing as much. But I was really worried that I was going to...
You just get here? You just get here?
Oh yeah, I don't want to go there yet. I'm going to backtrack and go into that dungeon. Ooh. I actually, started my playthrough of Torchlight 2, I was just like, my cousin like was actually over here a couple days ago, and he saw some, he's 6 or 7, and I had Steam open, and he pointed to Torchlight 2, and he was like, oh, I want to see you play that, and I'm like, oh, okay, and then he left like right after that, but I ended up playing it anyways, like before I could get it installed, and or finish the setup for it. So I ended up playing Torchlight 2 for like 4 or so hours that day, and I was just like, I love this game again. And I ended up playing as Ember Mage for that file because I was just finished watching all the Harry Potter movies for the first time in my life, and I'm just like, I want to be a wizard. It's my life goal now. Which probably isn't a healthy life goal to have when you're 16. Yeah. So our right mouse button attack is very fast attacks. Hold on. Ooh. Here, I'm gonna move back a bit. Here's our second set of things like I was telling you about before. Alright. So do we have any one-handed weapons? That's actually a fairly decent crossbow. But yeah, like you saw me do right here, I can switch using W. But most of my skills right now are oriented towards physical attacks. So oh wow, this is bad. This is bad. Oh, I don't want to go up there. No, I do not. No. Alright, you know what's crazy is that this level... See, look, we didn't even get anything from that. That was just absolutely not worth it. We've had a few close calls. Not super close calls like the screen flashing red, but that would have been really bad if I decided to stick back here in this corner. I am very nervous, and that's why I'm not talking a lot, is because I haven't played on higher difficulty, and it is a brand new class that wasn't part of the game originally, so I don't know if it's balanced right, and I'm kind of worried about things. No offense to the mod maker or anything, it's just me being me. But I'm going to be splitting up this play session to 15-minute parts, I believe, and hopefully I will be able to have 14 parts by the end of the next 2 days, or next 2 or 3 days, because today is Wednesday, because Christmas Eve 2014. So I want to have everything recorded by Friday night, Saturday morning. And not just recorded, but split up into parts and uploaded. Which is also why the audio quality may not be the best in the world, because I'm not... Oh! We almost died. We almost died. I need to stop talking this much. That would have been... Oh my god, that was terrifying. I also kind of hope my little brother isn't... Because the walls between my room and his are extremely thin. And he's trying to go to sleep right now, and I hope I'm not keeping him up. time crunches. What can you do? But yeah, so I feel like I might be able to accomplish what I'm setting out to do, but it's going to require a lot of work on my part. But I really want to do YouTube again. I miss it. I miss having something to look forward to working on every day. You know, having like a, oh, I have to go and do this. Not just school stuff, because who does school stuff? And I say that jokingly. School is very important. But I don't do school stuff on time. I am one of those people that will not do the project when you have like a couple months to do it. Like, even if you have a few months or like the entire like quarter semester to work on it, I will not do it until it is due the next day. Oh wow. Oh, my frame rate is taking a hit. That was very bad. That's the bad thing about my game, is that the frame rate tanks. Alright, I changed the shadow quality just a bit, and hopefully that will help out some of the frame rate. Trying to keep it above 30 for you guys. Dipping below 30 again. Alright. Just for the next couple rooms, I'm going to put it on this. Yes, 30 frames per second.